So I have this computer I've been trying to build. It's going to be a Mini-ITX format. Fits very nicely in the space that we have. It is a Raid Max Blue. Comes with a 450 watt power supply. Front panel, USB 2, microphone audio out, USB 3, LEDs, power reset switch. These cables, they kind of get in the way of putting in the DVD drive that I want to put in there. And the USB 3 cable takes a really tight bend. You know, if the case could be just a tiny bit longer, maybe, or something like that, I don't know. But it would be nice if that USB 3 cable didn't take quite the tight bend that it does. The power supply, so all the front panel connectors that go to the motherboard, the power supply, main connector, CPU connector. You get one that has a Molex connector, a small, I don't know what you call those, for some expansion boards. Let me show you these connectors. SATA connector. Then you got two more SATA connectors and a Molex connector. So these guys are going to work just fine for what I'm doing. If you want to put in a graphics card that needs the extra power connector, you'll be a little bit disappointed. Maybe you can come up with an adapter, or just get this version of the case without a power supply, and just get a better power supply than what this one comes with. But for what I'm doing, this should be more than adequate. Power cord. You can do some cable routing. There's places for cable ties to tie things off. So got my own cable ties. There's a packet full of different hardware, 2.5 drive adapter. You can mount a 3.5 inch drive here. You can remove the case fan and mount a 2.5 inch drive there. So there's some of the hardware that you're going to need to help you build this case. Kind of nice, it comes with that. I'm going to replace the case fan with an 80mm PWM fan. Should be easier on the motherboard. I'm going to use the motherboard as my fan controller, so good to go there. Side panels, nice honeycomb pattern for cooling. Real nice for the graphics card. Plenty of ventilation if you want to put in a graphics card. Plenty of ventilation on the other side for motherboard, memory, and so on and so on. Top of the case, you can put two 120mm fans. If you really wanted to, you could set this thing up for water cooling. Remove this bracket for the hard drive if you want to use this space for a fan of some kind. And so this is the case that I ended up going with, and we're gonna put a Kaby Lake Core i5 7600K. I'm trying to keep this, under $1,000, and so I'm spending a little money, but not too much, to get the unlocked core. So that'll be nice if I ever need it. A lot of flexibility there. While I want to be on a budget, I want to kind of future-proof this a little bit. So, unlocked core, needs a cooler, Silverstone AR2. Really nice budget cooler that has good performance. So I went with that. Going to use the MX4 thermal paste instead of what the Silverstone AR2 comes with. Does it make a difference? I don't know, because I couldn't find out anything about the thermal paste this comes with. This pretty high quality stuff. A lot of people use it. Lasts a long time, good performance. So we're going with that. MSI Z270 chipset, gaming carbon AC, brand new motherboard to go with the Kaby Lake processors. Should do everything I want it to do. Should have some of the future proofing that I'd be looking for. Nice motherboard. And to go with that, I want this thing to feel really fast. So instead of a standard hard drive, going with the M.2 1 terabyte solid state drive. Plugs in on the bottom side of this guy. Should make this feel really fast. It's not the fastest that you can buy, but fits within my budget, so we're going with that guy. Spend a little bit extra money, but not too much that it breaks the bank. Same thing with the memory, 16 gigabyte. This motherboard could go 32, 16 is plenty. Speed, DDR4 2400. Not the fastest that you could go with this setup, but should be plenty fast. And both of these guys are on the motherboard's compatibility list. Good idea to check that. Hopefully I won't have any problems because they've been approved by the motherboard manufacturer. Blu-ray, DVD, player, writer. Could have spent a little bit less, but these aren't terribly expensive. So, and it's not, again, not top of the line. This should do the job for the occasional use that I'm going to get out of it. Don't plan on just getting any heavy-duty use. Operating system, Microsoft, Windows 10 Home, OEM license, so no support from Microsoft, and that ought to do it for this build, which I hope to get this thing put together today and up and running.